And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A first down throw for Winston. And a break. The tight end's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Jameis on second down. It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 72 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Brees now on first down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On play action. Now Brees. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Noah Spence. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. With it is Jackson. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Let's go. It's time to play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Again, they run the Sims. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready. White 25. Undercut. Check 13. Check 13.
Winston now from the 50. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Ready. Blue 80. Here we go. Boys, out up. Let's go.
1st down, Winston. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Ready. Black 25 to hut. Check 3. Check 15. Check 15. Shoot. Boys, up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Three down. Ready. White 25. Boys, up.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go. Easy. Two. Waiting for check.
On first down, Breeze looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keith Tandy. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. Where have we seen this before from Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
Right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
Easy. Check 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead now stands at 13. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On the ground, Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And this one is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Brent Grimes, the former Pro Bowler, there on the coverage.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready. Blue ready. Stop. 56, right there.
They'll go again to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Let's go.
On third down, it's Sims, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On play action, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th. Quarter of play. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And an alley to run. And he coughed it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that, Brock.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big run there by Jones. 55 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ready. Blue ready. Boys, out up.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Ready. Black 25. Boys, out. Line 51.
On third down, here's Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. A 10th carry for Kamara. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. On third down, Barrett steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Noah Spence in on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Vinny Curry in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Barrett. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Barrett looks to throw on 1st. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Barrett now on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the